Colleagues, good morning.
Good morning, Chair.
Recording in progress.
My volume was too low. Mr. Murray, good morning.
Good morning, Chair. Are you well? And how are you in the KZN?
Well, no, I'm okay. Of course, the situation under the circumstances, let me say so. And the mopping up process is still underway. At least people are receiving services now. Of course, there are still very few committees that are left to be connected back to grid and water infrastructure.
Yeah, it is devastating. It's absolutely devastating.
Devastating indeed. And our SNDF is doing a good job in the province.
Again, they make us proud.
Indeed. Okay, colleagues, thank you very much. Let me just check if we do have the, Brian, do we have the quorum?
That is correct, Chair.
We do have the quorum. Okay. Please, yes. May you flight the agenda for today? Right. I don't see it, Brian, the items. Okay, there you are. All right, colleagues, this is the agenda as we adopted it previously, with 7 items, inclusive of the preliminaries and closure. So we will today, let me just, there are no additional, I've not added any item, so we take this as having been confirmed or rather adopted as the committee. And are there any apologies, Brian?
That is correct. We have an apology from Ingosi Cebekulu. We also have an apology.
I don't know whether the problem is on my side.
No, it's also on my side that I don't hear Brian.
Oh, maybe it's
the sector is currently on leave.
Brian, can you start afresh and can you shift the position you are breaking?
I'm sorry, Chair. I'm experiencing load shedding.
Okay, so there's a big problem there. He's facing load shedding. Okay. Okay, and we will deal with the apologies towards the end of the meeting. I think the information is that we do have the quorum and therefore we can start the meeting. All right, the first item on the agenda, colleagues, as you recall, is the minister's response to the presentation to the findings and the recommendations of the the Ministerial Task Team. We received a report of the Ministerial Task Team. It was presented by one of the task team members, that is Dr. Lubisi. We then allowed questions of clarity, which indeed was dealt with, and then the team dealt with all the questions as well as they were posed at the meeting. We couldn't discuss the report in the absence of the Minister of Defense and Military Veterans. We thought it would not be proper to enter into full discussions in her absence, because this is the report that was compiled at the instance of the Minister of Defense. And I'm happy that the Minister is in the meeting today, and she will be in a position just to give us progress on since the report was tabled with her, and then we'll then take it up from there. So that's the thing. And let me welcome the Minister of Defense and Military Veterans. I also welcome the Deputy Minister and all colleagues who all guests, and I do that on behalf of the Portfolio Committee on Defense and Military Veterans. Without wasting too much time, I think it's proper that I invite the Minister to talk to us on this first item. And Honorable Minister, the platform is yours.
Good morning, Chairperson and members of Parliament. I am with the Deputy Minister. We are also with Mr. Ebotsi, the Acting Secretary for Defense. Chairperson, you have already received the report. I will just talk to it.
Yes, let me confirm that, Minister, that we have received the report.
Yes.
Your report came much earlier, Minister. The problem was to get it in Cape Town. Hence, the numbers got about a day or two. The fault will be on my side, not on the departmental side. Over to you. Thanks.
Yes, I was simply saying that because I understand that all of us have had the report, we have gone through it. So I will be brief. I'm hoping that I've tried to look for Chief Sandaf, but I was expecting him on the platform too today. If not, I suspect that they will still join us. But we went through the findings of the report. We had discussions with the Ministerial Task Team. What is clear is that the MTT found that whilst we can blame COVID for putting us in the situation we were in, and whilst we can justify the panic and the need for the defense force to try and secure the force, that there were things that should really never have been done outside the laws of the country and the processes, especially the financial processes within the department itself. And therefore, we we want to say that even though we admired the defense for trying to do the right thing, to bring in what will secure the troops, they went about it the wrong way. That is our first point. We also want to say that the MTT on fraud and corruption made clear findings that were supported by the other institutions. For instance, it said that our laws on importation and imports were overlooked. It said that it found that the first consignment was brought in through a customs. For some reason, it went through customs, but that this consignment was brought in through a subsidiary of Armscor, AB Logistics. That the second and third consignments were never cleared. Now, something that has not been cleared simply means that something has been smuggled in, and we do take issue with that ourselves. We have discussed this matter with the Chief of the Defense. I have instructed him to implement the decisions. You will be aware that the names of 2 officials, 3 are in the report. I think the former SG and some other officer. But as you go through the interactions, you also come across the very big role that was played by our CLOC. I want to say that upfront, one